tired to be outside performing burial every day, and they expect us to silence. Now is an order. Nigerian government came out openly and denied there is no massacre, there is no genocide of Christians in Nigeria, and look at it today. Is there any Muslim here? United Nations, I know you're watching it. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing, I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump, now, please tell Trump to save our lives.
On September 9, 2025, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz introduced a bill that sent shockwaves far beyond Washington. It was called the Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act. The bill condemned the targeted persecution of Christians in Nigeria by Boko Haram, ISWAP, and armed Fulani militants. It went further, calling for sanctions against officials who enforce Sharia-based blasphemy laws, laws that have enabled mob violence, unlawful detentions, and even executions, disproportionately affecting Christians. This was not an isolated claim. It echoed long-standing warnings from the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, whose 2022 blasphemy law report and 2024 to 2025 updates documented a troubling pattern. Authorities in parts of northern Nigeria fueling insurgency, shielding attackers, and punishing victims, many of them Christians, through unlawful imprisonment. Senator Cruz urged that Nigeria be officially designated a country of particular concern for its persistent violations of religious freedom. But to understand how Nigeria arrived here, we must confront an uncomfortable truth. This persecution did not begin today. The story stretches back centuries. Islam began spreading across northern Nigeria around the 11th century during the Kanem-Bornu Empire. But the most dramatic transformation came in the early 1800s during Usman Dan Fodio's Sokoto Jihad between 1804 and 1808. This was not merely a religious revival. It involved violence, forced cultural restructuring, and the suppression of rival belief systems. This harm and disregard for other religions persists till date. However, history reminds us of something important. Islamic extremism rarely discriminates perfectly. Many Muslims, particularly minority sects such as Sufis, dissenting Sunnis, Shiite groups, and unaffiliated communities, have also suffered killings. This reality has led some analysts to question the term Christian genocide. But acknowledging Muslim casualties does not erase what is clearly documented. The systematic targeting of Christians in Plateau, Benue, Kaduna, Taraba, and parts of Borno remains overwhelming and indisputable. A wise student of life understands that existence itself is a classroom. Yesterday is the example, study it. Today is the assignment, approach it with urgency. Tomorrow is the exam, prepare for it. If we truly want to understand today's tragedy and prevent tomorrow's catastrophe, we must return to history. So we ask the defining question: what Christians are facing in Nigeria? Is it jihad, targeted terrorism, or merely insecurity that happens to catch them in the crossfire? To answer that, history becomes our guide. In 636 AD, the early Islamic Empire under the Rashidun Caliphate launched its first major assault on a Christian superpower, the Byzantine Empire, defeating Emperor Heraclius at the Battle of Yarmouk. By 638 AD, Israel had fallen. By 641 AD, Egypt followed. With conquest came Arabization. Christians, Jews, and other non-Muslims were subdued. At the same time, Muslims also died, often in brutal internal power struggles. The conflict between Ali ibn Abi Talib and Muawiyah I fractured the early Islamic world, paving the way for the Umayyad collapse and the rise of the Abbasids. The Abbasid Empire ushered in the Islamic Golden Age, but Christians remained dhimmis, tolerated yet second class. In 1258, the Mongol invasion of Baghdad slaughtered Muslims and Christians alike. But when Mongol rulers such as Ghazan Khan later converted to Islam, Christians again faced repression. The historical lesson is consistent. Muslims often died in internal conflicts, but the subjugation of non-Muslims remained a core ideological objective of jihadist expansion. The pattern continued under the Ottoman Empire. From 1299 to 1922, Ottoman expansion overtook lands that were once Christian strongholds. In 1517, the Ottomans defeated the Mamluks, a fellow Islamic empire, seizing Egypt, Israel, Palestine, Syria, and much of North Africa, often accompanied by ethnic cleansing and religious persecution, particularly in North Africa. Egypt particularly was once a black nation with a large percentage of Coptic Christians. Now they're the minorities. Muslims died in these wars too, but the conquests were still justified under jihad. In 1453, the fall of Constantinople to Sultan Mehmed II ended the Byzantine Empire, the final bastion of Eastern Christianity. History repeats itself. Islamic empires frequently began with internal Muslim conflicts before turning outward against non-believers. The killing of Christians and the killing of dissenting Muslims followed the same rhythm. So when people say, Muslims also die, they are correct. But that truth does not negate genocide. It confirms the pattern. Nigeria today reflects this ancient cycle. Between 2016 and 2024, over 60 towns and villages in Benue State alone were attacked, depopulated, occupied, or renamed, largely by armed Fulani extremist networks. Government negligence, complicity, and delayed responses deepened the crisis. In November 2025, the US President Donald Trump threatened military intervention if the killings continued. He suspended military aid and placed Nigeria on a watch list of states of particular concern. The Nigerian government responded by insisting all religions were affected. But many Nigerians disagree. What is happening in Plateau, Benue, southern Kaduna, and parts of Taraba shows patterns of ethnic cleansing with genocidal intent, especially where land is seized and populations permanently displaced. Notably, Borno State, the epicenter of Boko Haram's devastation, is also the only major northern state not led by ethnic Fulani leadership, raising serious questions about ethnic dynamics. Ethnic cleansing and Christian genocide can exist simultaneously. One does not cancel out the other. Between 2020 and 2024, organizations such as Genocide Watch, Inter-Society, and Christian Solidarity Worldwide consistently ranked Nigerian Christians among the most targeted religious groups on earth. In May 2022, Deborah Yakubu was lynched by her classmates over an alleged blasphemy. While arrests were made, 52 lawyers who are senior advocates of Nigeria volunteered to defend the suspects, sparking national outrage and exposing how deeply extremism has penetrated society. Even more alarming is the reintegration of so-called repentant terrorists into Nigeria's military and security institutions. The incentivizing of terrorism in the northern states ravaged by Islamic extremists has raised a grave concern to Christians and all well-meaning Nigerians. Today, terrorists host meetings openly, record videos freely, and operate with disturbing familiarity around security forces. Terrorism has seeped into the very structures meant to stop it. Silence is no longer an option. Citizens must push for legislation that allows law-abiding Nigerians, especially repeatedly targeted communities, the right to defend themselves. Nigeria must not become a footstool for terrorism. Welcoming American military support should not be taboo, particularly when USAID humanitarian aid has been diverted by corrupt officials into aiding terrorism instead of helping the victims. If foreign assistance helped worsen the problem indirectly, it can also help correct it directly. If this message resonates with you, comment, like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Worldview by Charles, unraveling the truth through history.